I didn't plan on coming back. But this deserves to be come back on. Hey, Mr. Gray. Thank you. Tap screen, share it live, man. Because this is going to stop. One way or another. Accountability. This is going to stop. Plain and fucking simple. Because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Too many people put this shit on the back burner, make excuses for why they're doing the evil shit they're doing, and it's gonna stop. If I have to go freaking live 50 times a fucking day, that's what's gonna happen. Hey. Oh, just wait. Prelim. Somebody recorded our conversation. The ones that cries, poor me, poor me, poor me. And with everything that transpired today, you would figure the shit would stop. And maybe accountability, and people can move on. Oh no. Can't have that. Can we, Misty? Now, I don't want to hear this. I got bad news today, and I've got this, and I've got that going in my life, and my life's so is everybody else's. Okay? My life, people's life, is just fucking important as yours. Okay? Now, you want to judge me because of the way I'm going about this, then judge me. I don't give two rats fuck anymore because I'm sick of it. I am sick of people using people and people jumping on board with the manipulation, the backstabbing, and the freaking lies. And it needs to stop. That's okay. I'm fixing to show details. Misty, because she was in the comments earlier from the screenshot that I got. Okay? Misty gave one of our calls to Gretchen. God is my rock. And guess what happened? She posted it. right when I was ending my live, or right before I ended it, or right after I ended it. So about an hour ago. But one thing she doesn't realize, Misty, I hope like fuck you listening, girl. Cam already knew. Try again. This is the type of manipulation and backstabbing that has been going on for almost 2 years. Now, one thing you got to understand about a few people. Like I said before, I don't agree with how Cam talks. Especially, you know, with his vulgarness. I don't agree with it. He knows I don't. But people like Misty and the people who do her dirty bidding and then take up for her on the back end is wrong. I don't mind I was recorded. I had already told Cam. I think about 2 weeks ago. Cam and I hadn't talked in months, okay? But when Gretchen and Thomas was using Lando, I got a hold of Cam. Because it was about Lando. I had to jump through fucking hoops, but I mean, when we block, we block. It's hard to get a hold of people. So I had to use somebody that could get a hold of him so we can get this straight for Lando. So then it was me and him was talking and said, you know, there was some shit talking about you. And I said, well, some shit talking about you too. And it's par for the course. We have that understanding. So, we ain't gonna have to worry about old Gretchy girl getting the brownie points, okay? I'm gonna play it. And then, I'm gonna show you what comments Cam and Brittany made on it. And this is the shit talk I talked about Cam.
Right? So,
and then it goes to the live.
Coming to me and questioning me about her.
So it's part one and then part two.
Find out she don't even have custody of them that she told us she did. Now,
I'm in my bathroom talking to Misty.
Accounts, you know, allegedly, my opinion, number 3s are for Dad for the ramp. Because I've been trying to do this for 6 fucking months. Okay. Now, he come and he's like, "How much have you gotten?" At that point, it was like $600 and some or $700 and some. He gives a thumbs up, and then all of a sudden he leaves all of our chat groups, even Lando, with not a word. And we're sick of it. So it was every time we turned around, my wife left me and this and that and the other. But you go and get this person from fucking New York who leaves her fucking kids in New York.
Cry to every damn body. Now it switches.
So much, and oh my God.
Give me a fucking break. You think everything's against you, Misty? It ain't. Get over yourself. Everything ain't about you. Everything that comes out, Misty, it's about me. It's about me. It's about me. Me. Yes, Blaze. It ain't all about you. Jesus fuck, grow up. How many people are fighting every single day for their health, for a loved one, a child that's missing? Okay, Stephanie, an hour ago, Misty decided to give a call between her and I to Gretchen to splice with a live to put out in public like Cam didn't even know what was said, to start more shit. And I'm playing it. Or to help somebody just to buy groceries. How many? Y'all wouldn't know that because you're too busy attacking people. Oh, we can't get the just for that now, can we? Oh, shit. When's it gonna stop?
No, Misty, Danielle, Tom, Gretchen.
God is my rock, is who she is.
You ain't all that and a God blessed bag of G.
No, look, I'm gonna tell you, this stuff with Missy has been going on for almost 2 years. Almost 2 years. Just like the other night when I showed receipts. Why are we the problem? When we speak out about the wrongs that's being done, why are we the problem? When somebody wants to cry wolf, I can't take it no more, neither can we. They want to be, in my opinion, on top, didn't do no wrong, we're being attacked. Poor me, oh my God, I can't believe this, they're going to blame me, they're going to blame me. Accountability. When you do wrong by people, you hurt people. You can't tell me I care and you shouldn't go through this and Danielle should take this down and take that down and you lost your husband and I understand and blah, 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 blah. And then go behind my back saying, hey, I'm going to help you plant a video against Tree. It's on my YT. Some of the proof is on my YT. One of the last few lives I did, I showed receipts. When are you going to stop? When you recruit people, and then when somebody sees what's going on and they back away within days, what does that tell you? What does it tell you? They're not going to stop. Because from what I understood from AK's live, AK asked Thomas to take the stuff down and stop stalking. He said he would. But they're not. And then when Misty hands a recording over for Gretchen to put out, but then wants to cry wolf. Yeah, she did. She did. Now, I had already told Cam, but no details about the shit smack that was talked. I didn't want to know the shit smack that he talked. He didn't get details of the smack shit I talked. But when I was notified of this video, I went directly to Cam. I got on a call. I didn't record it. And told him what was going on. He listened to it while we were in the call. And he went and made a comment on it. Well, actually 3. The first one was laugh emojis. I'm reading it verbatim. He gave me the screenshot. I'll show you in a minute. Tree done told me, LOL. She was mad. I ain't mad, LOL. Keep posting to get those views. Low life. And another comment he made. You're really looking for views, LOL. You need money that bad? It was an hour ago now. About an hour ago. That video was posted. So between AK's live earlier and then I went live while AK was still live, saying what I've said in my live, and the screenshot that I got, Misty was in here snooping. Then that video comes out. I never had a truce with True Crime Reed. Her and Misty have been friends this whole time. True Crime Reed messages and texts Thomas. That was said on a live. She gets someone else to do her dirty work. That's a comment made from, I think that's Brittany's account, but Cam made them while I was talking to him. He sent me the screenshots. Proof. So, people can say and try to do anything that they can do to make something better, but it don't work. Because the scheming is still going on the backdraft, okay? I do give AK props. I do. And I actually had a few DMs with AK. And it was cool. But it comes a point. People's had enough. I've had enough. So, a few things need to take place. Meaning, either the proof's going to come out to show how people's been treated. They're going to own it. And apologize to every soul they done it to. Every lie they have told. I ain't accepting an apology from her because it won't be genuine. I feel the same too, but the truth still needs to be told because it went real life. It ain't just drama anymore. Limited interaction. I think I've been interacting, you dumb shit. Jesus, people. TikTok done lost their fucking mind. When is enough, Misty? Tell me. When is hurting people to real life gonna stop? When you have to give a call that me and you had, because I was in my bathroom when that call happened, and you give it to Gretchen to splice with a live to put on her TikTok tonight, just over an hour ago. But you want to come in here and listen to my live earlier, right? Why? I had nothing to hide, so I put the calls out. Then according to the proof I have that I did show, I didn't put out all the calls. It wasn't relevant. But they're out now. Because she decided she wanted to tell somebody that I was acting like a raging lunatic and hung up on her. And whoever's listening for her, or if she's listening, why? That you throw people under the bus behind their back but want to talk them up in front of their face. And then want to say, oh, my life, my this, my that going on. Well, you know what? I got a life going on too. Steph's got a life going on too. Casey's got a life going on too. Everybody's got a life going on. But anytime it was asked, why? You lied to my face. I wasn't going into any groups and this and that. Bullshit. If you can go out of your way for somebody else, and especially with the shit that I put up with because I was even a friend to you, and I still did it because I couldn't prove what people were saying, so I didn't judge it until I could. And you know that too, Misty, don't you? Then you got to plan a live with Danielle to talk about my mental. Who are you to talk about anybody else's mental status? When Misty and her group stop, take accountability, and actually so we can get back to what's important, and that's justice for all. Let me turn the filter. Let me turn this off. See if that'll help. Why can't people treat people decently? I did nothing to her. I even told her to her face, I feel you didn't care. I didn't hide it. She showed that. But yet you cry to the people that surround you how you're the victim. And the thing that I thought was horrible, AK is talking in concern for Steph case files. And all people on Misty's side of the fence does is get in the comments. What about Misty? What about Misty? What about Misty? What about Misty? She's helping cause it. But because she ain't on the front lines and you see her doing it, my hands are clean. I didn't do it. I wasn't there. Every instance. What? Let me act surprised. I wasn't there. When did that happen? You know damn well it happened. Just like that phone call that you and I had that you gave to Gretchen to do that video that posted just over an hour ago. So we're not supposed to speak on that, right? So we're not supposed to tell the truth about what this person who has other people doing her dirty work and then taking up for her and somebody else's comments that's showing concern for Steph case files. What about her? The major concern was Steph. And people that take up for her was all in them comments. What about Steph? Or what about Misty? What about Misty? Tell them to leave Misty alone. There was a breakdown earlier, Candy. I'm not going to go into it. I don't know exactly. I didn't see it. I just heard about it. And we're all thinking of Steph right now. Because all this bullshit has went real life. And if people don't want to hear the truth, that's your problem. People who have to deal with this real life bullshit don't have to be silenced. The only way to call a truce is to come clean and not do it again. Not keep torturing people. Because if I'm not mistaken, I heard AK talk to Thomas and asked Thomas, are you going to take the videos down and stop? And if I heard correctly, AK said, you are? But he ain't. He's too obsessed. And now Misty's got Gretchen doing her dirty work. So when is it going to be the accountability of the person who pushes people to that limit instead of the person that pushes people to the limit then want to portray they're at their limit? God is my rock, Wildflower. Or Lover of Jesus, 1977. When a person is stalked nightly, followed, wherever account I go to, because I show concern and all this shit starts, people in Misty's group get started. Now, I'm going to explain something else. And she can lie about it all day long and twice on fucking Sunday. And people who want to take up for her and keep mentioning this bullshit, like Gail Collette. Now, when things were said about her man and ringing that bell and how she put it, I questioned it. Not to the point of that he didn't have the health problem. But I always thought that ringing the treatment bell meant good news. I explained this to Misty in text. And when I explained it, I said he will always be in my prayers to continue the right direction. And part of her reply was, thank you for that. Since then, there was a live held. I can't remember which one it was in. It was either Trisha Ann, AK, or one of them. Trisha Ann and Grace and Ethan had to get a play into it. Ethan in the comments, mention the bell, mention the bell. So, I guess Misty didn't relay the message that things were okay with that, allegedly, after our texting back and forth. And then a comment on Gretchen's video tonight from Gail Collette. Couple treatments, ring the bell. Complete treatments, ring the bell. Really? So just because you move in silent and in the back, it was a treatment bill. That means his treatment was over, but his blood work was good. They needed a scan to make sure it was either almost gone or gone. It was in the right direction. Doesn't mean total remission. And I'm going to be blunt about it because this is how it's put. My fiance's dying of cancer, and then talks about him ringing the bell. And on my live, I said, wait a minute, whoa. I thought ringing the bell means the right direction. Not toward passing, but toward healing. Oh, thank you. That's not necessary, honey. Thank you. That's what was said about it. They turned it into something. Misty turned it into, is she trying to say he doesn't have cancer at all? And we know how those rumors get started. Don't we, Misty? I'll own everything I've said and done. Even the shit talk I talked about Cam. I owned it. He knew about it already. Maybe people need to understand. I guess today was not a lesson for some of them. Was it? So when people like me speak up and keep speaking up because it's still going the fuck on. And then I see comments, oh, Misty can't take no more. Then tell Misty to fucking stop. That's what. And don't talk about your fucking health problems because we all got them. Not one less than another. And I'm sick of people saying, well, other people's got stuff going on too. Well, don't tell me that. I already know. I got back problems, shoulder problems, hip problems. I've got heart valve regurgitation. And what do you want me to do about it? I don't give a fuck if they record or not. Because all they're going to do is put out the moments that I get mad and then manipulate it. They don't want the truth out. They want pity. And people who defend these actions are just as bad. Just as bad. What is it going to take for people to understand this? Please tell me. You cannot do people wrong and dirty and have people go against other people that did nothing wrong for your own self-gain. And Misty, if you want to get technical, I'm a caregiver of my dad with all my health problems going on. I don't get the proper medical care because I'm giving more time to caring for my dad, who also not only has walking problems because his knees are bad, that he's not going to be able to have knee replacements, so he's going to be wheelchair ridden when they finally give out. And after today's visit, his PSA went from 10.9 to 16. Now go ask your man about that number. People push people to the limits, no matter what the drama of accountability needs to be. When you push and push and push and push. And then if that push didn't do anything, then you go find a bigger creator to do it. Then you send your folks in to get into people's ears. Then you get more people in on it. Thanks, Janie. So you're the only problem? You're the only one that has the problems in your life that stress you out. That everybody has to stop what the fuck they're doing to say, poor Misty. That ain't how it works. In this community, we pull for each other. Just like when I was doing the show and tell proof, Sunshine came in. She lost her mother. Did I keep on? No, I stopped to make sure that she got our prayers and empathy toward the loss of her mother. That's what it's the fuck about. Not only about you and your problems, because a lot of problems you bring on yourself. How many people do you have to go through before you get the point? How many? how many. When people get pushed to the limits, we're supposed to do what happened today. Show concern. No matter what you think, the accountability needs to be for something small. Everybody piling on caused it to go real. And you pushed, and you pushed, and you pushed. Thank you, Ballerina. Prayers. Prayers for you too. Good night, Janie. So what is the answer? I know what the answer should be. Yep. I own it. And everybody's to know that they were used. And just like you said in that one video to JP, this video can destroy me. But that's all right. I don't care. I can come back from it. How many times do you need to come back from it? When all you had to do was do the right thing the first time. Hey, Gabby. So if communicating with Ree, who communicates with JP, also communicates with Thomas, along with everybody at your table, including Herb, do we see a problem here? Especially some of the stuff that I have found out. Some of the stuff won't be displayed for public because it's actually being used in the background for other means. And the connections to it. So, Misty, before you threaten me with your lawyers and the Popo, because I repeated your words to bash me behind my back, and then you said, we wasn't even communicating in December, right? Think long and hard, Misty. You better think long and hard. Because frankly, I'm sick of the lies. I'm sick of the deceiving things. I'm sick of the manipulation. December 15th at 1:07 p.m. there was a video call that I missed because of the duet video I done of Veronica that shows Misty taking up for Callie. But see, the whole point of the video was what Callie did to Tracy Hermes. But Misty made it about herself. That video wasn't out 5 minutes. She called my phone. Then she called me in group chat. It wasn't even a group, it was just her and I. And then when I didn't answer either one because it was back to back, that's twice I came to you, she said. I'm on the phone. I cannot drop an answer. Cap locks. Please call me back. At 1:47, you available? Yes. Video call for 45 minutes and 9 seconds. After that call, she said, one thing I realized that I haven't spoken to Tamara since September 4th. All of this is from back then, and I wanted you to know that. I have deactivated my account once. All 3 accounts I deactivated because I was like fucking having a miniature meltdown. I've never deactivated my accounts the whole time I've been on TikTok. I got made fun of and downplayed when that happened. So my reply to her in that comment, I said, okay, thank you. December 16th, there was a 10-minute, 31-second call. That was at 12:08. And then at 12:30, there was another 16-minute and 27 phone call. Now, December 16th, which was said that we had no communication on at all in December, was the same call she said I was a raging lunatic and hung up on her. I played that call for you last night. It's posted on the YT. I am sick of people getting pushed to limits because of bullshit. I'm sick of the lies, the manipulation, and the one person that causes it. I can't take it no more. Why not? You dish it. So how are you going to spin the truth? How are you going to spin the lies? How are you going to spin that narrative of manipulation? Who's going to believe you? Who's going to back you up? Who's going to go to the brinks for you to continue to do it to more people? Breaks my heart too, because it should never have gotten to this. Why? I don't know. And for the love of God, at this point, I don't give a shit. Why? If somebody needs that much attention, they need professional help, not TikTok. Plain and simple. After that call, I hung up. She said, whoa, that's not fair. I'm trying to help. Why would you hang up on me? I said, I'm going through a lot of shit, and you're not truly understanding. And it goes back to how much you are going through. That's not fair. By me agreeing with you, no ma'am, that is not what I'm doing. I was trying to fucking help. I said, I'm done with all of it. I am at the end of my fucking rope, and no one gives a fuck. I do GD as much as I can. That's not fair. I give a fuck. I'm trying so hard to understand how me agreeing with you is making it about me, dear Jesus. I said, take care of you. It is not fair for me having to push myself aside for other people's life. And when I needed something, it's not there. You would not have called me if it hadn't have been for that video that was posted today. It is about you. Not to see things that are going. It is all about you. And then she wrote another message that she deleted. That was on December 22nd. And then we jumped to January 6th, where Danielle was triggering the fuck out of me. And then when I come to find out that Misty was helping her Yeah, it's really about herself. And if I go back and look and keep looking, I'll see the same thing.
Night.
Why you gotta delete stuff, Misty? Why do you gotta delete stuff, Misty? You know I already have it. Why do you gotta delete it? Maybe I can access it on the other one, but... She was mad. Let me see what date this was. October 9th. Hey! You okay? You know we love you. Always. Always. See, that's the way it should be right there. They may get me down, but it ain't gonna shut me up, Gabby. See, that's what I'm talking about. All that love right there. Back at you, Beth. Thanks, Mr. Gray. Look at all that love right there. That's what it's about at the end of the day. The accountability, the exposure, and not to silence people going through it. Love you bunches, girl. Don't ever forget that. Don't ever forget that. Holla. This is why more people need to stand up for the right things. This shit shouldn't go real life for anybody. It shouldn't. It doesn't matter your opinion or what you think accountability is. When the core issue that leads to real life is not addressed and help to stop it, this is what happens. People get hurt. Just like I said before. Steph, me, so-called mess, and others. Why? Why? What is so wrong with people coming forth to defend themselves? That they're not made fun of, berated, gaslighted, mocked, and lied about. When you switch something you don't agree with and make it seem like something it's not, you dive into real life and lie to and on, yes. Oh, I got receipts. I got them coming out of my ears. So does other people. But see, the thing about it is, when somebody instills that fear, in my opinion, to have someone falsely, in my opinion, arrested. For what? Putting out videos? And they get mad at me for duetting one of them. It's not just me though, Miss Holly. Steph, so-called mess, others. Love you too, honey. When you cause triggers into people, you cause people to doubt what their medical problems are, or try to say other things about their personal life that's none of your damn business. But I can hear it now, and I'm going to use me as an example. She talks about that stuff and she puts it on public. It is open to the public to talk about. Talk about's one thing, but bashing them and attacking them because now you switched the story to be something it wasn't. What about that? What about that? Not anymore. Well, hell, I got threatened with law enforcement and fucking a whole team of fucking lawyers. Bring it. I got receipts of what you did. And using other people to do it. Gathering more people to do it. Causing gang stalking, harassment, and bullying. Bring it. Because I want to tell you, when you threaten people because of what you did, don't you think that's going to backfire legally? When you can't produce the receipts for your allegations, but I can? And so can others. I ain't the only one. There's plenty. I just got the bigger mouth. So sometimes it pays to have an obnoxious big mouth. Because I've said for a long time, you don't step back, you stand up. Reverse the role of the bad to be good. Exposing the bad so more good could stand up. And at the end of the day, no matter how much it pushes me, I'm still here. Misty. I'm still here. A lot of people are still here. Nobody should have to worry about going to jail for some fucking bullshit. Because that's what you threatened. Didn't you? Yeah, you did. On October 9th, there was a screenshot Missy sent me. I was just told what you said in the live before I scrolled in. Let's set some facts out here. It's always before she comes in or she wasn't there at all. I was on a phone call and didn't hear it on the live. It's always some excuse. You said only 2 people knew you were going live about Chris. Exactly. Meaning what? Just a girl knew, and you knew. So who else would have all these people come into my live that night? When my live consisted of what, 30? 20? Now tell me how it jumped to almost 200. When I hadn't talked about any case in 3 months. Okay. Let's remember, the night you contacted me, asking me what was going on and mentioned it, and remember, I remember distinctly saying to you, hold off because I was still trying to fix the mess. No, you didn't. I didn't tell anyone about our conversation, nor did I run and gather people for that live. I missed the beginning of it, and it was sent to me. I may have shared it, but I always do that. You saying you left groups that weren't there for you. Tree, I too have been facing more than my mind and heart can handle. I think that goes without saying. So I really pray to God you aren't implying I set you up. Now, there's a screenshot of a DM that had a few people in it. 7, as a matter of fact. And I indicated, I'll read it. It was a setup before I went live about Chris. They saw an out and they used me to take all of it. Gosh, these people are crazy, somebody said. Yes, but enough time, the truth comes out. Somebody said, that's right. It always does. Then I wrote, or she wrote, I am so heavy-hearted today thinking about what each of us has gone through. I can't stop thinking about Allie and how blessed we are to still have her here. Yet, that doesn't stop them. I think about Tree, and even though we share windowhood together, watching her go through being accused of his death. Yet they still don't stop. I think about Casey and all the mortal hell they unleashed on her, and the strength she has taught me as I am going through the same. Yet they still don't stop. I think about Not and how much she has brought forward and forgot for us all, and then it's cut off. After those screenshots, we have to have a conversation today, preferably. Tree, you know what I have been facing. And just like I always say, it always goes back to what she's been facing. You can't say one or two nice things and it just goes back to you. And everybody should just stop because of what your life is. To even back in September, I don't even know who wrote it. I think it was from a chat with Nikki. Missy said, this Cameron is a scammer. He was caught stealing 11K from the group Tree used to be in. He is the one that kicked Tree and Just a Girl. Now, Misty, I know you sent me that screenshot to be totally transparent of what you said, just to, I don't know, ease it over. My opinion. But you don't know what happened. And your statement is not accurate. And then there was so many times, I'm going to do a video to call these people out. Because allegedly, my opinion, which I truly believe Danielle is actually behind, is when maybe her husband was the one that was the DV victim. After all, she stated she stayed with him for over 10 years in that state and never got him help either. So no better than JP. I ain't gonna read the rest of it. But I sent that screenshot to Misty because I got triggered. I will do a video today calling them out. I commented that video was never done. This has been going on for months and months and months and months and months. And people won't see it. Tell me why. Things shouldn't be going real life, y'all. That all of us collectively gotta worry about a human being who's been pushed. What is it gonna take for people to realize who's behind it and who's helping do it? Now, after the live about Chris, wasn't too long after it. It was the same month, because I think it was in early September. I get a message from Misty. Let me see. September 28th. I messaged her and said I had to drive back last night. We were making that trip. Why are y'all okay? I said my dad was being an ass. I'm full up front. I didn't lie. It was actually witnessed by other people. So y'all had to leave and drive in the middle of the night. I said I drove from 7:30, got home at 2:30 this morning. I'm sorry, Tree. I said the last 2 weeks has been shit. So, we went from that, talking about me, to here's some screenshots for you and screen recordings. Let me know if and when you are going to share this. That's when I was like, wait a minute. I was set up. I said, okay, I will, thank you. You're so welcome. The internet is forever. She can talk about Micah's mom and dad, but we can't ask questions. Be so for real. I said, oh my God, wow. What the fuck? So I get one or two little comments about me. Then it goes into, here, put this out. I never did. I never put it out. Sure didn't. Because she figured when she gave it to a big mouth who didn't like people bashing the family, that I would do it. 1 and 1. Yeah. And she could sit in the back. Did you see what Tree did? How could she do that? I can hear it. Exactly. Exactly. Now, there was one, not the lawyer Kristen, but another Kristen came into the comments one night. She was window licking. I got a message from her. Be careful, Tree. She's going to try to turn you against me. Now, one of the accusations she made on James's live, that her accusation was that I said she was sleeping with a murderer for a story. Those words never left my mouth. But she can write me and said, I too am sick of it all. The very people that called me a schmurderer against my husband. And behind some of those accounts is Ellie, is Sparkles, for sure. She loves Amy Jo and always calls her just Amy, like last night. That Missy isn't a Christian. She's going to hell and being paid by JP daily. Daily lives, and has done, has me feeling the same way. And you know one thing about that, Carissa? When she made that claim on James's panel that day, and I said, I want to see it. I've got it recorded and screenshotted. I want to see it. I'll send it to you. Never got it. Never got it. Wonder why. Okay, was this the same day? The 21st. Of September. Hold on. I want to get to the very first one. '21st of September. When did the account show backup? Don't know what it meant. Or because it was not her. Okay, talking about the account that came in that I have come to see is the golden. Because they come in and told me to unblock that this is the backup, and Misty gave her the video I made. Give it to her. It was on public. I didn't care. That was the 20th. The 21st. When did that account show backup? Or because that was not her. Another lie. I said, tonight. Since we talked in your live, yeah. So the bank account came in after Just the Girls. I'm confused. Hello, I need to know. That comment was attacking me, lying about me. It was I said, what are you talking about? What comment? I was driving and did not read the comments. I need more info here. And then she gave me the screenshot and the comment. This one. I told you, they said you sent video. We've had a death threat. We've had a death. I will call you. Something confronted and it was not her. I guess call you whatever I called or confronted and it wasn't her. It's them other bitches saying that to you because I was in the video you shared with Excuse you? I have never shared a video with I have never shared a video with I said the video is about not you. I know, but people were talking about it with Ann the next day. They thought it was now. So that is where it's coming from. No, how about probably maybe Ree got fucking pissed off and wanted to blame you for shit because you irked her somehow. I don't know. Make it make sense. Then it's something, do I need to handle her? She has been all up talking about us. That fake page bullshit hunter. No, not her. Someone else. Explain later. And this is what I'm talking about, y'all. How many fake accounts do people have to make with my name? It said justice for Trees X. Rest in peace. But look how many accounts. There's hundreds of accounts that they've used my picture. And then people want to blame me. Good night, Harry. Good night, Candy. So I want to know when the accountability is going to happen instead of just sweeping it under the rug like it always is. Explain it. I know now, Harry. No. And you'll be never anymore. That's okay, Wildflower. That's fine. We just don't want no more people manipulated. And there needs to be accountability for the hate and discontent, the bullying, the harassment that's been going on for the last 2 years. I love you too, Harry. What I believe is common sense. Ree would have come up on Just a Girl's panel. It made no sense. Plus, it was a lie. I haven't spoke to her, nor sent her video. Makes zero sense. What does make sense is daily lies, fake pages that make them. I believe I did confront her and she was honest about commenting on your video and the Bullshit Hunters page, but not the fake account. We have studied those pages and you, and they are definitely tied to Amy Jo. So, I think Misty was trying to blame Amy Jo for the Bullshit Hunter. I forgot about that. So it makes me wonder, you know, the little drama thing that I had with Amy Jo. Because that's when it started with Amy Jo. When the Bullshit Hunter came out. Good night. Oh, damn. What a coincidinky. I wonder if Amy Jo knows that. Misty. The bullshit hunter came out, posted videos about Misty and her crew, and making these videos like they were JP lovers, but they included me into her crew that I was not in. So why was Amy Jo getting blamed for that? Because she participated in commenting on Danielle's shit too. And then Thomas started commenting on Danielle's shit too, way later. Wow, what a tangled web we weave, Misty. Wow. Maybe somebody needs to tell Amy Jo that she got blamed for the bullshit hunter. They're in line with Amy Jo. Amy Jo didn't know that much information. She knew about the case, but not that much. And if I'm not mistaken, Misty took credit for that. We helped get that taken down. So basically, if what you tell me about Amy Jo or affiliated with Amy Jo, and that's who you're blaming, whoa. Well, you know, Wildflower, I get that, but when you cause real life problems and real life accusations about people that are on the borderline of having them investigated for a fucking crime they didn't do, this is the problem. This is what small drama leads to bigger drama leads to real life, and here we are. Right, Misty? There's more to come.
Go.
There's going to be more to come, but things were more important than me gathering things for tonight. I wasn't planning on coming back live after that until I seen that video that Misty decided to help promote. So, if she wants to be butthurt because she done it herself, Thomas stalks my shit all the time. Has been for months and months. Months and months. Because he don't know how to have a new relationship with somebody and make that person feel important enough to give that person attention that they're supposed to deserve. But see, Thomas deemed it necessary to say a woman deserves to get slapped for running their mouth. And wished he could hire somebody to smack mine. Or to shut me up. That's what it was. I wish I could hire somebody to shut her up. That is a threat. So, coming from the background that we've all heard about, it kind of just goes along with it. But see, when Missy wants to keep starting shit and giving calls to someone else to put out, no. That's not going to happen. Have a good one. I'm fixing to get off here myself, y'all. But I'm gathering some more stuff to have ready to show. We're going to have proof again. The only reason is because of that video that was sent to me. Keep going, Misty. And so will I. Until everything comes out and the accountability for the wrong that's been done. That way a lot of people can feel safe to speak. Y'all have a good night, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Good night, y'all.